Gotta be honest, guys. There's no easy way to talk about M.Night Shamalyan. Because really, it's not easy for anyone to talk about M.Night Shamalyan. Especially considering that around the turn of the millennium, this guy was supposed to be one of the best filmmakers since Steven Spielberg. Heck, people thought he could actually be the next Steven Spielberg if he applied himself. However, after the 1-2-3 punch combo that was Unbreakable, Signs, and Sixth Sense, the guy's career practically took a nosedive. Even though The Village wasn't particularly bad and the Lady in the Water was okay, The Happening was atrocious, as was The Last Airbender. And after Upstone tried to establish sci-fi, that fell ridiculously flat, especially considering that was pretty much a Will Smith vanity project. Now, granted, the last two films I mentioned, Avatar: The Last Airbender and After Earth, those were Shyamalan's steps in stepping into the mainstream after what happened with The Happening. And sadly, that guy just didn't fit in well with the mainstream. His comfort zone was way out of touch with what he had to do for that film. It definitely shows. And honestly, if I talked to anyone more about The Last Airbender, we'd be here all day. So fast forward to 2015, Shyamalan basically decided to get back to his core roots of film after he realized his touch in the mainstream wasn't working. So he basically took the money Will Smith paid him for After Earth and went back to his hometown and made a found footage horror film called The Visit, which niche showed Shyamalan getting back to his horror roots and showed the fact that he actually found his niche and what he was good in. Granted, he found that back as early as the turn of the millennium. He just kind of dripped away from it a little bit. However, the film was decently well received, and it was a good success at the box office. Many people still made the fact that Shyamalan was not going to reclaim his former glory days because of the wild shifts and quality that his career had taken. However, many people decided to dispel those rumors by saying Shyamalan's new film, Split. Apparently, it's set in the same world as Unbreakable. The film was said to be a film about split personalities, and the cast includes James McAvoy, Anya Taylor-Joy, Haley Louis Richardson, and Betty Buckley. And honestly speaking, I was actually on board with this. Seriously. I've never seen a lot of Shyamalan films. I have seen After Earth and The Last Airbender, and I have not seen The Visit. However, this actually looked pretty promising, considering that it seemed like Shyamalan had actually got back to what made him great. So, I decided to check out this film, Split. What I get, guys? Well, guys, I'm not gonna mince words. Shyamalan is back. No, serious, guys. This is something serious. Not only has Shyamalan finally listened to people saying that he didn't fit well into the mainstream filmmaking, he's actually gone back to the roots of what made him great. And for that, not only did we regain some of the sharper creative spark that came from his best films, but he also brought us a richly intense, well acted, and phenomenally disturbing film that definitely fits in the rest of his discography. That being said, I'm not sure it basically deserves the masterpiece title that his first three films had accumulated. But I'll talk about that later. First things first, let's start off with what makes Shyamalan's comfort zone, which is the main thing that people talk about with his films. Now, as far as Shyamalan's comfort zone goes, the guy has three traits that he uses with his films. A, he always films in his hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 2, he always has his films down to a certain length, 90 minutes, which is one of the big reasons why The Last Airbender sucked. And lastly, he always views stories in an art style of filmmaking. That's one of the reasons why his films didn't work as well as he could have. That being said, this is actually a film where Shyamalan actually takes some actual risks, yet he doesn't compromise his overall vision of the films, and he also manages to keep his films on point. The first example of this, whereas many Shyamalan films are 90 minutes, this film is a lot longer, clocking in at almost 2 hours long. And for a Shyamalan film, that's saying something. And believe it or not, this film actually owns its length, because not only one of his biggest strengths I'll say is this: even if he can't serve up some effective scares all the time, he definitely knows how to keep the tension going throughout the film and make it seem more palpable as the film progresses. And with Split, the guy definitely does that. But first, let's backtrack and talk about the story. The story sets around 3 teenage girls played by Anya Taylor-Joy, Haley Richardson, and some other girl. The three of them are captured by this man named Kevin, played by James McAvoy. And he's the guy who has like a multiple personality disorder. Only this time it's a lot more severe, as 20 personalities live in this guy's brain, even if we don't see a lot of them. And it basically has this 24th hidden figure. hidden personality that lives inside the film. Inside the film. And one of the things you have to point. And one of the things I'll also say is that this film, James McAvoy, this guy is amazing. I'm gonna say it. This guy, fantastic. Now we've all loved James McAvoy for his work in the X-Men series, and especially the Chronicles of Narnia back in his early days. But for this film, this guy just blows everything out of the water. Because, especially in the way he handles his personalities. Because, as we see in the trailer, there are different personalities to the character. But the way he does it is that he gives him a different personality in terms of the biochemistry, patterns of the phrasing, the movements, the voices of all things. As if he had personality when he was younger. Seriously, and for that reason, that guy just knocks it out of the park. This is one of the best performances I've seen from him. And Shyamalan definitely directs him well. This is amazing. Great job, James McAvoy. That being said, this brings me to the three girls. And I want to talk about the main girl, Anya Taylor-Joy. She basically plays like this outsider who basically comes along with the girls when they're kidnapped at the start of the film. And what I love about this film, and what I kind of wish I could see the other girls, is that although her character is well explored, and she has a lot of layers that make you believe why she is what she is, I wish that the two other girls were actually just as well explored as that, so we can actually feel some investment for her. That being said, all the girls did a great job. Anya Taylor-Joy is the best here, even more so than she was in Morgan. But Haley Richardson and the other girl, they were decent in their performances, but I wasn't as invested in them. That's my opinion thus far. And I gotta talk about the cinematography, and that's one thing I have to point out. One of the best, Shyamalan has definitely been paying attention to the people he was working with, because his cinematography choice was brilliant. The guy he got for this film was a cinematographer for the 2015 horror film It Follows. And this guy is just fantastic. I really love how he sets up the camera, because not only does he make each scene happen on point, but he also uses the scene to convey the right amount of tension and make the audience feel on edge throughout the entire film. And what people always love about Shyamalan is that the guy never employs the use of jump scares. He relies on the actual scenes itself and the actual movements to convey the tension and the scares. He doesn't rely on loud sound effects or stupid movements to pull it off. He basically allows the scenes to build naturally and provide the scares when no one would expect them. That's how you actually do horror. I won't spoil the ending, because even though I desperately want to, I might put up a spoiler review. Who knows? But what I love about this film is the fact that you actually care for his character, and the film actually has the kind of feeling of like a superhero or a supervillain origin story of sorts. Because you see the personalities built, you can learn more about him and why his character and why he is what he is. So overall, yeah, guys, I really love this film. You can see M. Night Shyamalan trying to go back to basics with his feature films, especially this one. Even though it's hard to see that no film could ever touch Signs, The Sixth Sense, and Unbreakable, it definitely shows Shyamalan getting back to what makes him great. And hopefully, if he knows better, he'll stay away from the mainstream for as long as he puts out films. And there's so many things to do that's great for this film. The tension is amazing. James McAvoy knocks it out of the park. Anya Taylor-Joy is great. The rest of the cast is good enough too, especially Betty Buckley. Hey, and for that reason, I'm going to give this film an 8.5 out of 10. I do recommend you guys see it. But guys, horror films in 2016 were off to a bad start, but hopefully for 2017, we'll get something a lot better. And Shyamalan, we didn't like you in the mainstream, but we like you now. So keep on this path, man. You deserve it. Because this film, it's great. So yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to subscribe down there, leave me a like, and check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Also, be sure to hit that blue button right there and subscribe to and support my channel. Or if you can see it up there, hit that button up there. It's right there. Until then, I'm Ross. You're watching M&M Weekly. I'll see you guys next time.